And you're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Angel D, thank you for being the first one in this morning. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special, big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the garbage truck driver. Just put my garbage out this morning. Shout out to the school bus driver. School is back in session. Shout out to the police. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel. Shout out to the AC people. It's still hot and we still need your service. And then it's going to get cold and people are going to need you to come service to get the heat as well. So your work is all year round. Lesson in that is choose a career path or learn a skilled trade. Matter of fact, learn a skilled trade. You'll never go hungry. With that said, shout out to every single clean hearted, good hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. It's that type of morning. It's Monday morning, man. I'm feeling really good and thankful. Today is my birthday. So happy birthday to me. I'll accept good wishes and all these things. Cash App, PayPal, all these things, gifts. Them kind of something there, man, a big man. We don't even discuss what age no more. We turn grandparents now. Remember when you used to be proud to say what age you are? I don't say what age I am, not because I'm not proud of my age. If you follow me long enough, you'll know how old I am. But me a big man. But when your personal information goes out there and people have certain things, they can put one and two together. And next thing them clone my phone like Phillip Paulwell and they're requesting a ransom and all these things and them in my bank account and they're in your, you know what I'm saying, buying up stuff in your name and these things. So you don't want to put too much of your personal information out there if you are somewhat of a public figure, right? Me not consider myself a bit nobody too big still, but me just a say. So with that said, it's a beautiful Monday morning, and here we are on this beautiful Monday morning. Vicky, big up yourself. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. All right. It's Monday morning. Let me big up some people in here. Boy, one bag of drama go on. I said to myself, I said, Jamaica really needs a soap opera. Not a soap opera. Jamaica really needs a Netflix series. But hear this. I'm telling anybody who is into the film and entertainment part of the business, the film part of the business, if you don't jump on this soon, some foreign entity is gonna jump on it and they're going to make a whole lot of money off of it, and we just are gonna watch it on social media and say, after we think that we should have capitalized off of that. Jamaica is festive all year round, and I ain't talking about no regular festive. Jamaica soap opera Netflix festive all year round. Did y'all see what's going on with Phillip Paulwell? Phillip Paulwell, prominent politician Phillip Paulwell. When we see that over the weekend, I said, First, the first headline says his woman and child are missing, and I thought Philip Paulwell is married. Who go draw away him wife or when wife run gone? Then I heard it was about a woman on the side who have a baby and they married, and then there's a next woman who says she have a baby to him and themselves meet up and we're gonna talk about that this morning because that is Jamaica for you, fully festive. But on the other hand, a lot of you tune in to Andre as well, Andre Stevens. And Andre Stevens apparently has been going through it too, right? Kaitai Jai Empress, big up yourself. Marcia Walters, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. I'm getting gifts, y'all. I'm getting gifts. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Thank you for all the well wishes. If I'm talking and I'm not seeing your well wishes, it's because me I run my mouth, me I chat, right? Which is what I do. So bear with me. And we just listed this particular show, Morning Thoughts, as a podcast. So YouTube has now given content creators like myself the ability, which we couldn't do it before, to list our channel as a podcast. People usually say, SouFlo, why don't you start a podcast? And I'm like, but that's what I'm doing already on my YouTube channel. They're like, nah, a podcast is this and that. Well, YouTube, because the podcast world is booming, YouTube is like, hey, how about we give our content creators the right to like show them how to, and it's a click of a button, add a picture, and list these videos as podcasts. So we're turning a podcast now as well, which in somewhat of a way is an accomplishment. If you see a lot of commercials running and you're one of those people who get irritated by the commercials, just skip past them. I usually ask people to watch them because that's where a lot of revenues come from for people who don't donate. They just show up for free content 365 days of the year. But we don't have nothing against that because you're still showing up, you know. Those who give, those who don't. We're still loving it the same way. We just appreciate those who give a little bit more. Hallelujah. That's Pastor right there. Pass that offering plate around, sister. And that you put in there. Come on, man. God bless you more than that this year. That's oh no. Gunner Life, big up yourself. Charmaine Barton, big up yourself. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Life through Erica TV, big up yourself. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Who else is giving? Beast Boys in the building. Thank you, Beast Boy. I appreciate you. Moxie Hand, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. I left the chat room open this morning because I know, again, we are in a web. YouTube tell me who follow us and who else they follow. Okay, so I know like one time people used to be like, boy, SouFLo, me watch you all the time. Me can't stand some. Me not go over theme channel. No, YouTube has the demographics for us now. They actually give us the numbers and they tell us where our our viewers go. So I know that a lot of you follow Andre as well. Nothing wrong with that. Enough there for the whole of it to eat, right? Well, Andre is going through his bangaranga and drama as well with Wayne. And you know, me have a little saying to say about what's going on over there. I don't normally like talking about the personal aspects of people relationship because you know if minds should ever mash up, that them come, you know, watch him and like how they did Wendy Williams. Yeah, Wendy did in a everybody business, and then poor Wendy got take sick and her husband got find younger girl and all that kind of something. Yeah, his world is falling apart now. Consequences called karma. But before that, she had to go through the fire, and a lot of people were roasting her. You know, it's like, what you? I mind other people business while your business is spoiling. You should have been taking care of your own business, Wendy. Yeah, that's why your man had to go find young, and you know, it gets hurtful. So me don't want to set myself up for something like that, but I will have some constructive commentary based on what I have seen and heard from what is going on over there at Draw TV over upon Andre Stevens corners of the world. Yeah. I don't know if y'all saw the video I put. I had to get it out this morning. I'm on a roll this morning. I'm feeling mighty good. I'm giving all thanks and praises to the Almighty Creator because enough of my youth them drop out young. Me have brethren where I do whole heap of years of prison. When I say whole heap of years of prison, I'll probably be an old man before they get out, if they ever get out. You know, I'm not forgive thanks because I'm not sick. I'm not destitute. I'm not, you know, I still got it all together. Everything still works. Oh, no, know how me feel about everything I feel work. So it like man not gone left me yet neither. So we're still there and we're still feeling good. So we have to give thanks. Another year upon them, man. Charmaine Barton, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. Roxy21, damn. I appreciate you so much. Roxy21 says, happy birthday to you. I hope you enjoy your special day. Thank you. Thank you too. I'm feeling greatly appreciated. Right? Live through Erica TV says, can you see all the gospel channels I subscribe to as well? They just tell us, I'm not gonna tell you how they tell us. But just know so we know where we go. So but I don't know, big deal, right? King Biggs, big up yourself, King. I appreciate you. Says blessed Earth Strong family. Up full. We say, you know, say with all these birthday donations, I forgot to take out. I have to go out this weekend. I think I forgot stop eat so much so my belly can go down a little bit so I can fit in this one shirt that a wifey buy it for me still. Shakira bought it over the summer and I was supposed to go out and show off in the shirt and I never get to wear the shirt, but I like the shirt so much. So I think this weekend coming up is a good time to just go out and celebrate. You know, every now and then it's good to stop and smell the roses. Not true? And appreciate life and just kick back a little bit and enjoy, right? Black Goddess Henry, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. British Jamaican girl, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. All right. Where do we start? Well, first off, last week, no. Tap it. Me have to talk about this a little bit. Give me about 5 minutes on this topic. That video I put up this morning, I put up a video this morning with Bobby Lights in Jamaica. Now, the funny thing is, I said this a week before. You know, I said, why one of them man go down there and want a massage? Because no man don't get no massage on the river from no other man. But lo and behold, look who showed up on the river. Bobby Lights. I'm not going to talk about all that I said in that video. All I want people to do is to stop dirty up my good Jamaica name, because it is us overseas or us who have to travel through borders that actually feel the ramifications of this thing that they continue to perpetuate. Let me not bite my tongue on this. Let me talk it. Let me talk it straight. You see that flag there, what them call the LGBTQ flag? Me no business who want hate me if I say this. The LGBTQ flag, any other thing them put next to that flag there is theirs. I don't know. They keep on stretching LGBTQ. I don't know what else they're going to add to it. But that community is in Jamaica. It's always been in Jamaica. Nobody come tell me about Jamaica don't have no Batman and Jamaica don't have no lesbian. We're full of pipe down there, just like foreign, right? And not only that, make the people them fly them flag and feel free, because everybody look like them in it. Either you're in it or you're condoning it or you're with it and you're not saying nothing. You say big up the people and make them go on about them business. Me go my way. It's not that important. What I want people to stop doing is to stop perpetuating Jamaica as this place that is so hostile that if people of that persuasion come to Jamaica, they're going to lose their life. That's how we want them stop do. Stop do it, because they're doing it on an international level and it's hurting us. I'll never forget when dude said, so how's the play going? And this, that, and the person on the red carpet said, y'all still killing gay people in Jamaica? And I was like, damn, this is a red carpet affair. This is the premiere of a huge friggin' movie. Was it a movie or a play? I'm pretty sure it was Dottie Berry, and Dottie Berry traveled to the US and ended up on red carpet up here at a huge premiere. And he stuck his microphone out and said, you know, so what's going on about the visit? And him happy and him glad to be there and all this. I don't know if it was Dottie first time coming to the US. I think it was. I'm not sure, because it was a while back. But that's the first question they ask. Oh, he's from Jamaica? Okay, I got him. Come over here. Ask me, but so SouFLo, how's the play going? How's the channel going? And I look at you and say, on national TV, oh, so y'all still killing gay people in Jamaica? Did y'all fix that yet? Y'all got that right yet? So stop, and stop. All right? Because the things when me see I go on in Jamaica there, that's not the Jamaica that we know from back when. A time and an era has gone by. Remember the days when we used to fly down from foreign and we could have tell everybody so we are come? Remember them days there? Gone. You remember the days when all the things you think of that is nostalgic to a lot of us who've been in foreign for years now, because we romanticize our beautiful little Jamaica and we think, I can't wait to get back to this. But I tell you what, every time you go back, it changes more and more and more and more. That's why I tell those who haven't been back in a while that, oh, SouFLo, long time I go Jamaica in about 15 years now. You don't know Jamaica again. You don't know Jamaica again. That's not the same Jamaica. Somehow in 25 years, you definitely don't know Jamaica again. Whole different country. Don't even bother try look for the road them that you used to walk and ride on. Unless you come from way up in a Moko and them mountain there and in a Clarendon Hills. Them road they don't exist again. Right? And we have quick ways of getting here and there, and everything is up to speed. And wherever them have a foreign, we have it down there. Everything them have a foreign, we have it down there. Let me say everything. Everything is down there. Right? All right. So stop perpetuating my little Jamaica with that. Like, I have people I hang with by we neck. Like, say, that is what we are. Because most of we don't care. Right? Right. Now go watch the video later about Bobby Lights down there and you will hear the full scoop of what I had to say there. Beverly Clark says, I believe that Andre is having mental health relapse. He trashed his room space. Something ain't right. But is it true that he was robbed? Why Wayne has not come out? Why Wayne has not come out? How we go from LGBTQ to Wayne has not come out? Isn't Wayne out? I don't know. Anyhow, or is not that what you were saying? Pardon me, pardon me. All right. Where do y'all want to start this morning? Are we gonna talk about Phillip Paulwell? Are we gonna talk about Andre and Wayne saga? Or are we gonna talk about did she get hit with the brick? Them said the girl was said she get hit with the brick in the side of her face. She didn't really get hit with the brick. She pumped saline into her face and swole up her face, and then a bag of something. It was a fraud case, something. Where do we start this morning? Where do we start? Let me see. Let me sip my tea. I'm on some fever grass and lemon, fresh squeezed lemon this morning. I'll mix up my tea. Sip, sip, sip. I got 60 seconds and you decide. A beer we and Andre, me I see, you know. Let me see. If it was locally, would reach the same way. Yes, that is SouFLo. They have everything. Lord, who is Wayne? Look on the icon for the video this morning. You will see who is Wayne, but we'll talk more about that. Wayne. Me not go too deep in our people and business, you know. I have something to say. That what I learned from it. But I do have a voice note from Andre that most of you probably haven't heard. All right, Paulwell look like he's taking the lead. Wayne is right there. They only want Wayne or Paulwell. Let's go from here. Beast Boy says everything. Onika St. John says Philip. Football Region Podcast says Paulwell. Gunner Life says look like Wayne. We swim arounds. It keep going. Andre Wright, Andre. The channel F Paulwell. Andre Paulwell. King Big says Missy Bram morning, sister, and big up to Missy Bram. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Michelle Graham, good morning. SouFLo in the Morning Thoughts Family. Football Region Podcast says Paulwell. Any topic goes for me. Paulwell, Phillip Paulwell, Andre and Wayne, Andre and Wayne, Andre and Wayne, Medics, Andre and Wayne, Medic's body found. Where you get that from? Just happy that they're right there. Morning. All right, we have 10 seconds left. I thought Wayne is in England. Mr. Paulwell. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. It's going to be Paulwell. It's not going to be Paulwell first this morning. All right. So, prominent politician. Mr. Paulwell, Phillip Paulwell. For those of you who don't know who Phillip Paulwell is a sitting member of parliament, right? He is what you call a prominent politician. He's not one of the little round the way politician them, a big man. He's one of the big man them on the island. See? The man here carry heavy weight. And over the weekend, it was put out that his woman, or his, not, let me correct myself, the mother of his child and the child went missing. When I first heard the story said that, here it is. It said that 27, a young girl, 27-year-old Toshina, Toshina, somebody will correct me, Toshina Patterson, otherwise called Tosh, and her 10-month-old child, Saraya Paulwell, so she have our father last name, off Gilmore Drive, St. Andrew, have been missing since Saturday, September 9th. Today is the 11th, Monday, my birthday. In a release, the police said that Patterson is of dark complexion, slim built, 163 centimeters, which is roughly 5 feet 4 inches tall. So she's 27 and she's petite. While Saraya, I'm saying she's 20. Walk with me, 27 and she's petite implies that she's young and, a little neat body kind of thing. This is a big man. This is a very big man. This is also a very married man and prominent politician as well. Right. While Saraya is of dark complexion and of 75 centimeters tall, I don't know who write this because look at this, right? I have my touchscreen computer back. So this is her. This is her, right? All right. But this is who they described as of dark complexion. The baby. Now, I don't know what dark constitutes to them. It's just like when they described Medic, the missing female DJ out of Jamaica, they said she was of slim build. Every video I saw with her, she was thick. So I don't know like who does the description, but neither here nor there. On with the story. Those are the two individuals that went missing. Reports from the Hartford Tree police are about 7 p.m. Patterson and Saraya were last seen. When last seen, Patterson was dressed in brown tube top, army green sweatpants, and a pair of black Crocs shoes, while the baby was dressed in a pink onesie. They have not been seen or heard from since, and they are asking anyone who has information to call 119. Now, the Tory, back at this year, is what is very. I told Shakira this morning I was going to use her video this morning, and I am going to use it. I just hope she don't hit me with no copyright infringement, but I can work it off if anything. I willingly work it off if anything. So she did a story upon it yesterday and she put it together very well over on her channel. But this is how it went, or what was said. Now, this is a piece of Tory, man.
Coupon to new app users. To be the cousin of Patterson took to social media to be talking about popular politician Phillip Paulwell, whose baby mother and 10-month-old child is missing. So let's get into the initial story, and I'm taking this story from Jamaica Gleaner, and it says opposition lawmaker Phillip Paulwell says his 10-month-old daughter Saraya and her mother were seemingly abducted from their home in St. Andrew on Saturday. The police have launched a search for the two, Tashana Patterson, otherwise called Tosh, and her baby, who were last seen at about 7 a.m. at their gate on Glenmore Drive in St. Andrew. The Halfway Tree police says they have not been heard from since. Patterson is of dark complexion, slim built, and about 5 feet 4 inches tall, while Saraya is of dark complexion and about 75 centimeters tall. Patterson was dressed in a brown two-top, army green sweatpants, and a pair of black Crocs, while Saraya was dressed in a pink onesie. Paulwell is a member of Parliament for Kingston East and Port Royal and leader of opposition business in the House of Representatives.
All right, so is a very prominent politician, okay? Control our whole constituency.
This is scary and comes at a time when I've been threatened by scammers who have hacked my phone and banking data and are demanding money to release them. He said he has given a statement to the police and has increased his security. I have made it clear that I will not give in to extortionists, but this is a serious and dangerous development. Paulwell said, adding that I am worried sick over their safety and hope the police, who have launched a high-level investigation, will find the abductors and get them both home safe and sound. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Tashana Patterson and Saraya Paulwell is asked to contact the Halfway Tree police at 876-926-8184, and that's 876-926-8184. What a piece of mix up. Them a politician and them host one fix up.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna take this article from Yard Hype, which go into more details, and it says it is alleged that Patterson was called recently by another female said to also be partner or baby mother of the MP. The estranged baby mother explained that she was going through problems with the MP and wanted to meet up with Patterson to.
All right. So we are gonna use, because that's exactly the story I was gonna tell. So we are use fear because Shakira put it together proper first. All right, watch this. You as a woman, you have a baby by a married man. A next woman call you and say, "What? You know, say me have a youth with him too. Yes, me have a child with him too. Want meet up with you so we can compare notes, I guess. Compare our children, I guess. I don't know. I want my child to see his brother or sister or whatever. I don't know. Are you going? Is this something is this something that you would actually do? Now, in investigation, this there should be a record of this happening, right? All phone conversations are recorded, everything is stored in the clouds. So if indeed this conversation did happen and there was some mysterious baby mother out there that suddenly appeared and said, I have a child for him to come make we meet up, they should be able to prove that, right? Or is this what somebody told her to lure her? Cause remember, I know him just complained the other day, say hackers, scammers are at him. They had cloned his phone. They were holding hostage his personal information, and they were, let me see, I think about 50,000 US or something dollars they wanted to not release his information to the public. So I'm wondering, and he said he's not paying up nothing, and him not in a nothing with them kind of people there, right? So I wonder if this is a storyline that someone used to lure her and made her the target. Can't catch Quacker, catch him shot, right? Does this other baby mother actually really exist? Just thinking outside the box, because no one has brought proof that says, here is the other baby mother, her name is Sandra, here is the other baby, and nobody will bring proof. That's just the story. That's just the story. Anyways,
discuss the issues at hand that Patterson was also going through with the MP. Patterson agreed to meet the estranged female on Saturday morning. After leaving home to do so, she has not been heard from since. Someone who is said to be the cousin of Patterson took to social media on Saturday to give more details on the matter and also publicize the MP's name. The name given that member of parliament for the constituency of Kingston East and Port Royal, Phillip Paulwell. And it says, my cousin Tashana Patterson and her 10-month-old baby girl, Soraya Paul, have been missing since 7 a.m. this morning. She was at her Kingston home at 3rd Gilmore Drive, Kingston 20, when a burnt gold color van resembling a Pedro or Prada came by the gate, and she went out to whoever was in the van. By the time her sister got dressed and came outside, the van was gone, and so was my cousin and the baby.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? They are reiterating the story, saying that yes, she get a call from a woman who says she want to meet up because she have baby for him too, and then the city vehicle pull up, a big Prada or something like that Jeep pull up at the gate, and she ran out there and went to go meet them. And by the time me look outside, she gone, the baby gone, the vehicle gone, haven't been seen or heard from since. Let me tell you something. I don't have a good feeling about this one. I don't have a good feeling about this one. In Jamaica, we are talking about, people not kidnap you from your yard gate and just return you tomorrow or return you next week, right? So either some money I figure run, somebody knows something more than what they're saying, like probably knows who has them but not saying kind of thing, that kind of stuff. She returned home. All right. So with that said, if she returned home, where the hell did she go? Because this morning it says the plot thickens. I don't know what y'all reading. Did you see her do a press conference? You know, want to finish up where Shakira started on her channel? Go over there and finish what, because she have other details, right? In pay and she come back. That's what Audrey Wright says. So coming out and acting like I don't know what happened and I wish for their safe return when you actually know who have them and then you pay on them return. Until I see her in front of a camera doing an interview, me not believe she should come back yet. Listen, so have you all seen her in front of a camera? Somebody answer me. Have you all seen her in front of a camera? Did she do a press conference? Because me do up to date timing on stories, you know. I don't do hearsay. I go right there. All right, Paulwell, plot thickens. This was printed September 11th, this morning. This is Jamaica news this morning. So unless she returned home this morning after the news printed this, she's still reported as missing, right? MP partner rubbishes claims that she should have hand in disappearance of their 10-month-old daughter and her mother because some people are saying that the wife have something to do with it. Now I went and looked it up, and Paulwell is married. Unless him get a divorce since 2010, since 2000, he has been married to fashionista Carrie Ann Clark since 2000. 2000 to 2023. That means 23 years of marriage. That's a long-standing union, right? That's a long-standing union. Now, I'll go through the article here, though. But this is what came out this morning. Now, I'm looking at a couple of angles. Could it be the extortion for real? Or, remember, I know, he was the politician that said that he left his gun in his car, but he never did lock the car. And remember when I covered that story there? I remember when I covered the story and I said, yeah, right. Okay. Anyways, moving right along. Yeah, right. You just leave your gun. Prominent politician left your license gun in your car and then somebody take it and whatever. Well, developing that story, whether I believe him or not, it's not of importance. I'm entitled to my beliefs. I'm not going to sit out here and say he's lying, though. I'm just going to say that I feel like that. I know, so the story did go. So, anyhow, um, here we are. He got fined 45,000 for that. And from then, it's like downhill, everything goes. You know? Let's take this. Well, them hang up. As me answer them, hang up. Call back. Because you might have something to say and put me on track. Other vloggers is showing notes on phone that stop looking, I'm not missing, I read that. Oh, me don't know what them there's something they mean. Me not go with other vloggers. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, morning, SouFLo, can you hear me?
Yes, brother, I can't hear you. What going?
Hello?
Yeah, loud and clear, we hear you.
Yeah. Boy, SouFLo, me no look like your WhatsApp now work.
My WhatsApp now work?
No, but other than that, more all is well, no matter start first of all.
Yeah.
Hopefully have a good week as well and the family and everybody will watch. Pertaining to the Phillip Paulwell situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
SouFLo, I can't tell when somebody actually get kidnapped in Jamaica and they've been returned home safely. At least my public knowledge.
You can't tell when last somebody got kidnapped and was returned safely.
Yeah, and they've been returned home safely.
That's what I'm saying.
I know that there's cases that do exist, you know.
Mm-hmm.
JCF normally give updates on persons that were missed and then were returned. However, I don't know if they were kidnapped or they were, they went away and they couldn't be found and then they were found.
Right.
Let me tell you SouFLo. I'm a very young person, and I'm born 2000, right? And Jamaica has this wide mystery of people going missing since Timbuktu, since probably before you're born,
Mm-hmm.
And when you revisit these cases SouFLo, there's been a whole bunch of cover-ups a lot of the times.
Mm-hmm.
And you find that a lot of persons who eventually went missing or were eventually found and died under suspicious circumstances. Whoever was the investigating officer or the prosecution or whatever, or whenever them find witnesses or them find persons who them claims to them charge, it's like whenever these cases were put, like based on technicality, like person who is of suspicion or who you think have something to do with the case, it's like them get off on technicality,
Right.
everybody know about Ananda Dean. Ananda Dean, if I pronounce her name correctly.
Ananda Dean.
Murder.
Jasmine Dean though. I don't know if Ananda Dean. Jasmine Dean.
The guy who was responsible for.
But there was an Ananda though. That's why them come up with Ananda Alert.
Yeah.
Right.
Slickiana recently. They have Vietnam Knives and so
Medic.
There's a Medic. There are a bunch of cases in Jamaica that are cold cases where they have not been investigated properly. The police have not, brought clarity to these cases over the years. And Jamaica is a place where if you don't keep track on things, they'll sweep it right under the rug.
Facts.
Let me tell you.
Wait there. Not to cut you off, bro. Not to cut you off. I don't want you long-winded. But may have this article that was printed this morning because some people are here saying she returned home, but what's printed this morning is not saying that. It has said something totally different. So I don't want to lose track, and I want to get into this article as well. So kind of just expedite it for me.
Yeah. So if you're not careful in Jamaica, so for they sweep these things under the rug,
Yeah, man.
And for me, what was very interesting with these recent reports, I was looking at the Gleaner and the Observer, the two main, publishing companies in Jamaica when it comes to news. And SouFLo, it didn't seem as if this was a breaking news for a politician. It's almost like we feel like Paul will call up and friend them up again and Observer and say, "Boy, I really print out this, brother, isn't it?"
Yeah.
Because I'm saying a politician of upper echelon, this is not a councillor or what the people that want notarized things with. It's not one of these people,
Yeah.
And I thought that I'd have seen more breaking news, especially from his political friends, and I've not seen that,
Right.
So, I mean, for me, it's a very, weird one with this policy situation. And let me tell you, SouFLo, that country is a very, very corrupt country, SouFLo. Well, mine shop, God forbid, she's deceased and the baby, like, the blood of Jesus against that,
right.
First priority is that hopefully they're alive, SouFLo,
Yeah.
And they can return home safely. As of now, some people have said them say that return home, but until we see that in the papers or until we see her and the baby alive in videos or whatever, then we can say, all right, she
that part.
Home safely.
That part.
Yeah.
That part.
But SouFLo, let me tell you, I am at a stage with these cases in Jamaica where I expect nothing in the sense because you see the police and the political leaders SouFLo, they have done nothing to show us that we should have faith in them in terms of them returning people home safely or them finding the culprits of these crimes.
But this would be a precedence setting situation. This would be the first because remember, all we're going in Jamaica, we always say, yeah, nobody ain't doing nothing until it reach uptown or until it reach the rich folks up, or until it start hit the prominent politicians and stuff.
Yeah.
Whole heap of guns coming in, whole heap of death by guns every year. All this, it seems like nobody can fix nothing, make nothing right. Gangs control and gunmen control the place more than law enforcement officials. It's a battle, it's a fight. All these other things, right? When it starts hitting up there, so which part them there, that's when things are gonna change. But guess what? It started already, right? Like scammers now have a whole heap of money, so they start moving into areas where prominent people live. And now then it became a big problem. But when them did that terrorize regular communities, it wasn't a problem. Now you have kidnapping been going on in Jamaica. A whole lot of Jamaicans are missing right now that are unaccounted for. And it continues to happen, right?
To what extent does it have to happen for them to change? Because SouFLo, I understand that this is a president,
Right.
But SouFLo, these politicians don't care.
Until it happens to them. Now, when it starts happening to them, they will have no choice but to care.
Even if it happens to them, them care.
You don't believe that even you don't believe that even if it happens to them care.
SouFLo, everybody from the live, born before me, migrate left the country of SouFLo. SouFLo, you know the big ship that were transporting things in the ocean, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ever see how them the ship they take long to turn? I saw Jamaican lawmakers take long make law and pass law.
Okay, so watch that. Wrap it up for me, brother, cause a whole heap of misinformation I go up in the comment section and I have to keep this under control. See it?
Yeah, but let me tell you SouFLo. The lawmakers of that country and the political leaders that we the people elect SouFLo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, so look, even if it happened to them, even if somebody for them gets up, I don't believe that they care enough to make certain changes at a drastic level. Eventually, they will, but at a drastic level, as some say, other countries make laws where some happen, and then go to the parliamentarian house tomorrow and make a change. These politicians not doing that so far because they don't care what bless up.
All right, manners and respect, sir. All right, listen. Somebody said that first them says she's back. We don't know. Me have to see her first to believe that, or it has to be printed in a major news entity like the ones that carried it to tell us she was missing. Somebody also said, because I just said I went and did some research, and Phillip Paulwell is married to Carrie Ann Clark, a fashionista from Jamaica. Somebody just said Phillip Paulwell has been divorced for years now. If you go back and look what me just said, I said unless he has been divorced, I always leave room for escape when we're talking, because although it's printed and it says he was married in 2000 and this union formed this, that, and the other, and she's an intricate part of his success, etc. Them could have divorced. Married in 2000, divorced in 2019, and I didn't know nothing about it, right? So, and there's no current update. Anyways, this is what was printed this morning. It says, mother had gone missing. Less than 24 hours after the veteran parliamentarian Phillip Paulwell reported that his 10-month-old daughter and her mother had gone missing, his partner, it didn't say his wife, it says his partner. It didn't say Carrie Ann Clark, it says his partner. So maybe they are, I don't know. His partner entered the fray, denying that she had anything to do with the suspected abduction, because people are saying that the woman who I'm there with now is the one. Well, them call her wifey, but them say she's the one that did it because she don't want nobody else come share up while go around. Anyhow, she's clearing her name. So hours later on social media post claiming to be from the woman, the police identified as 27-year-old Tashana Patterson said that she and little Sarah Paulwell were not missing. This is what was printed this morning. Hours later, a social media post claiming to be from the woman who the police identified as the missing woman, a social media post appeared from her, apparently from her, claiming that she and the baby are not missing. Now, however, up to press time, the police were still reporting that the two are missing, while the Jamaica Observer sources claimed that the post was fake. So the post that says they're not missing, they're home, they're safe, it has been determined by the Jamaica Observer that that post was fake. I wish she was watching this morning and she could have called in and said, me and the baby all right, you know. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning, family. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. The cousin of the young lady is in the chat.
The cousin of the young lady is in the chat. And what is she saying in the chat?
Well, she's saying that her cousin is still missing.
So you see,
I'm trying to get her to call in.
You see what I'm saying, though? If I don't go off of just, they're home because a social media post says we're okay. You understand?
Yeah.
I need to hear it. I need to see them on a video saying, hey, we're fine. We're not missing. That part.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Thank you, my brother.
I'm trying to get her to call in, so I hope to call.
Okay. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. This is why I love the audience here, I know. Keep it 100 and keep it on track. Not true? Right. It's too much triggering information out here. And if you follow all of them, you will become an unreliable source. You won't even become a table for discussion because you just run everywhere with anything. Well, SouFLo just said them come back. Well, no, SouFLo said them didn't come back. No, we try to keep it that way there. Last thing we know, credible information says they were missing. Now, it is this morning information printed in Jamaica Observer says the sources claim that the post was fake. The post that said 24 hours after that said they're fine, me and the baby are not missing, they've determined that that post was a fake post. The saga surrounding Paulwell, the member of parliament for Kingston East and Port Royal, started to deepen on Sunday morning when his partner of several years, Leoda Bradshaw, issued a statement. So obviously, you were right. He's not married anymore to Carrie Clark. He's been divorced a long time, like the person in the comment section say. Me not see no updated information about that. But it says that his partner, Leoda Bradshaw, issued a statement in which she denied having anything to do with the disappearance of Patterson and that baby girl. People are calling up her name. People are saying, I wonder if she set it up. You got breed for prominent politician. Them no want to share that with you. So anyhow, she came out to say that the only interaction I have ever had with Miss Patterson is through a brief Facebook exchange. Don't mix me. I have never spoken to her by phone, nor have I made any arrangements to meet with her. Any such report in social media are lies and will be passed on to my lawyer for action to be taken in the days ahead. She lawyer up quick.
If you listen to the rest of my story, the cousin.
But that's send the people them over there to go listen to the rest of it. The
cousin actually said it was Leoda that called her.
So the cousin says so?
On Instagram, she posted it on Instagram and I read it in my video.
How?
That's why I put Alexa in the video.
Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. SouFLo.
Good morning, family. How are you doing this morning?
Not too hot, but this story have a lot of things in it. This woman came out and talking about she and Paulwell is going to decide to get a DNA of this child. She's not Paulwell's wife. How she get into DNA with this baby and this baby mother? Paulwell, let me tell you SouFLo, as a listener and with law enforcement and with law enforcement intelligence, this woman and Paulwell know where this girl is. This young lady that came out and talking, Paulwell knows about this girl's ways about.
You're referring to his partner, Leoda.
Yes, they know about this girl ways about because the things that she, if you read the things that she's saying, you know that she has some involvement in this woman's disappearance.
Well,
all of them is full of tricks and dangerous. And saying, but she get lawyer. We get a lawyer for her.
Yeah, she says if any information that is shared about her will be turned over to the authorities.
The federal government. Is she in the United States, Broward County? Is she in the United States? She says working from Broward County, Broward County in Georgia.
No, Broward County is in Florida. It's Dade County,
Broward County somewhere. So it sounds like you should not working for law enforcement. But you got to remember, US is not Jamaica.
Well, this gets funny.
This story is gonna get more hot and with you involved.
Right.
First Paulwell came out and said it was scamming because they was planning to get rid of this girl. Is that what happened?
Right.
They came and said people scamming this and that and all kinds. He's a liar. That's what Paulwell. Big old grown man like that. Let him tell the people to do what he do with the child.
Well,
I am telling you so far as I have law enforcement intelligence. And we start face like this. So don't worry with Paulwell. Paulwell's a crook. He and that child mother with the other woman. The two of them is number one and number two suspect.
You feel like the two of them are in cahoots, that they know what's going on and where that girl and that baby is.
They know what's going on. Listen, they know what's going on. Because for she to come out and write a report like that, she know what is going on. Right. How the girl encounter and threaten her child and this and that and all kinds of foolishness. Why she did not come out before and tell that story before this happened?
There is more to this that I have right here in front of me, so I'm gonna go through it. Because you're hitting. Yeah, I'm gonna go through it right now.
I would love to see the ending of this story. They're all crooks. Look what happened in Jamaica. That guy got killed in the Prime Minister's lawyer house, and nobody talk about it no more. All this wicked stuff. I don't know. They're too much.
Let me go back
all
into
right,
this.
Mr. SouFlo.
Manners and respect.
I'm listening.
All right. Oh, she hang up fast. All right. Me don't want no more call for now. Let me finish this one. So she later told the Observer in a telephone interview, this is the same partner of Phillip Paulwell. She later told the Observer in a telephone interview that claims Patterson received a call from someone purporting to be her and saying that they want to meet the baby should be investigated. So in other words, what she's saying is, that wasn't me. That's somebody who called her and tell them, said that's me, and identified themselves as me. This is what is printed this morning. I have never spoken to this young lady. We have never met. How do you pick up yourself, and why would you meet with a stranger you don't know? Added Bradshaw, as she noted that reports were that Patterson was picked up in a gold van by a male driver who was wearing dark shades. Me never hear that information there before, but me hear it now. Now, whoever saw that much to describe that much of the individual that picked her up obviously saw who picked her up. Why did you mention my name? She said. My information was not public knowledge. This is why she's sending attorneys. In outlining the sequence of events surrounding Paulwell, who sits on the opposition benches in Parliament, Bradshaw said in May their 8-year-old daughter was sent sexually explicit photographs, which were later followed by email threats and extortion attempts. Their 8-year-old daughter. This is in May, June, July, August, September. So 4 months ago, this started happening, right? She said the matter was reported to the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and the Broward County Sheriff Department Internet Crimes Against Children in the U.S. So obviously, they are in the U.S. Broward County is bordering Dade County down in Miami. They later reported the matter to the Jamaican authorities. The threats against our child continued for months as the authorities investigated. So for those of you who are saying, I like she tell nothing no go, so she just make this up now. She can't come out and say as the authorities investigated and we turned over everything to the authorities, because the authorities must have a record of this, right? So they could easily come and say, well, that's false information because you've never told us anything like that. You have to put one and one together and if you make two, She added that, so there's probably some credibility to her. That's what I'm saying. I'm on the fence. I honestly don't think she's involved. She added that on Sunday, September 3rd, an email was sent out making threats that personal information on Paulwell would be released to the public. This is after the sexual explicit stuff got sent to their 8-year-old and all this stuff, and the FBI was notified along with the child welfare services and so on and so forth. They also made damning threats against our child. So they cloned his phone, that one, and again made damning threats against our child. I wonder why them stick on Paulwell so though. According to Bradshaw, which is Paulwell's partner of many years now, I believe 8 years. According to Bradshaw, on Tuesday, September 5th, she received an email from an address which is being withheld by the Jamaica Observer, indicating that Patterson has a child with Paulwell. She received an email address. I spoke to Phillip, and he confirmed that he had a brief relationship with Patterson, and it is possible that the child was his, but he was not certain as a DNA test had not yet been done. So I saw she find out, say him have picnic on the side through that email and just now. And she confronted him and he said, well, I did do a little thing with her, but very short lived, and I'm not too sure if the baby is mine because we haven't done a DNA yet. This was the first time I was hearing about Miss Patterson. This is the lady's side of the story. This was the first time I was hearing about Miss Patterson and that child. Rotted. Me that joke about this with wifey right time. I say, him have a Jamaican woman. If she's Jamaican, she's in the US. I don't know if she's Jamaican, but if she is Jamaican, because I'm a big diplomat, him travel and him can meet women from other places and whatever, and they have different mannerisms and ways of dealing with stuff. But a Jamaican woman stay already, because you're in the house and that happen. Just know say 2-pot fly that way there, 2-pot cover fly back this way. Just know you have to go out the door because she find out about picnic where you just admit to having after only been together for years. This a baby on the side kind of thing. Yeah. I said yesterday, even if they're from uptown, a beer down a town treatment him getting in the house right now. Right? Right. I spoke to Philip and he confirmed that he had a brief relationship with Miss Patterson, and it is possible that the child was his, but he's not certain because a DNA test had not been done yet. That's what he told me. This was the first time I was hearing about Miss Patterson and this child. She said that she sent Patterson a message on Facebook Messenger advising her that Paulwell had opened up to her about their involvement and the possibility that the child was his. Lord God, she gonna confront matey. Why women do this? Why do women do this? For you men who do this, hey man, hello, yeah, you messing with my wife? You a clown. You really, you really a clown. I'm sorry, I have to inject some kind of humor somewhere, but the situation is serious because a woman and a child is missing. But any man will do this. But hello, yes, may I speak to John, please? Because I found your number in my wife's phone. John, this is he. John, I just have one question to ask you. This is Stacy's husband, Ray. Are you messing with my wife? Yeah, clown. Yeah, big clown. But I don't know why women do it either. But she confronted her on Facebook, she said. And there must be a record of this, right? Right. Confront her on Facebook and say, listen, I know you messing with my man because Philip just told me everything. Philip told me that he got involved with you and y'all might have a baby together and he's not sure if the baby is his because we haven't done a DNA test yet. I'm aware of the situation. So now, but I feel like y'all get to it with nothing, gal. I don't know. I'm adding stuff to it, but nothing incriminating. All right. I advised her that Philip had ensured that the child is taken care of financially. That I advised her, I advised her that Philip and I would ensure that that child is taken care of financially and that a DNA test would be done to ensure that is Philip's child, that he's the father of the child. So she said she never said nothing bad to her. All she said to her was, if that is indeed his child, I want a DNA, and if that is indeed his child, then I can assure you that that child will be taken care of financially. She come in peace. It wasn't a, hey, girl, where you do I sleep with my man? Yeah, take my man. It wasn't that kind of vibe, right? I think any woman would have done that. Because that's how women are. We have to remember, say women are different. They're kind of like emotionally driven creatures or beings. And men are, well, some men overly emotional these days. But men are usually not too emotional to that sense. If you got confront matey kind of thing. kind of thing, As can be seen from my exchanges with Patterson, there was no anger, but just a genuine wish to see that an innocent child is taken care of and not caught up between two parents no longer in a relationship, she said. She also added that I will continue to work with the local and the U.S. authorities to get to the bottom of these threats against my family, in particular, though, our daughter, which is their 8-year-old daughter. I will continue to pray for their safe return as Miss Patterson and her baby and ask anyone with information, please to contact the police. Me not know. Me not know. My granny always said take sleep mark death. Me not know. You just find out about the baby. You just find out about the baby and she go missing same time. I don't know. I don't know, lady. I don't send no liar after me because I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just a person that's looking at this from all angles. I can honestly see why people are going to say, you know what? The woman did fine until you find out about she and the baby. And 2 2s, you text her and say, yeah, you know, I want to make sure that you and the baby are fine and whatever. And next thing she go missing. Don't know. So it wasn't no second baby mother there. Like I said before, right? Was that a story to draw her out? Girl, me here say you have picnic for Paulwell. Me have picnic for him too, you know. Yeah, man, me have 1 year-old for him. And she's like, what? My daughter 10 months old. You serious? No, me dead serious. The same Paulwell, yes, the same. Girl, make we meet up. Me want to talk to you. Me want to see the baby and everything. And then next thing you know, big vehicle pull up. Can the baby come outside to make we see the baby and make the baby meet our sibling? Come on, jump in our car. Sit down now. Make we talk for a minute. Yeah, that story there. Well shaky King Biggs. But to his partner, I can see why people would say, even though all the stuff people are talking about, how she confronted her online and said this and said that, everything is there, right? You really honestly cannot erase anything. And I need y'all to understand this. You can't really erase anything off of the cloud. You type it, you erase it, especially for uno who are cheating in your relationship, and your little sneaky link, text and erase, text and ima come, erase it, text and erase, text and erase. If anything should happen to any one of you and law enforcement pulls up, this is something that the authorities in Jamaica are slow to do, but the authorities in the US do it quickly. Once a person goes missing, they go right for the phone records. I remember a youth get caught and they're asking him, hey man, you were the last person that was seen with your child's mother. Is a black youth, they have a white baby mother. Remember the video and him kill her, right? Dump her somewhere in the snow. And when they caught him, they said, you were the last person with her. How we know? We know because, like them what I said on 17th Street at about this time, what it said on the camera, we saw you. She was supposed to be walking to work around this time, and you were walking right there with her. So don't tell us that you were out of town. Don't tell us that you were somewhere else across town. The video puts you there with her. So now tell us the real story. And he goes, okay, I was with her, but I walked her to work. I watched her go inside and I left. Sound good? The police said to him, do I have permission to search your phone? He says, what you want to search my phone for? Are you trying to say I did something to her? You trying to say I did something to my own child's mother? That was his reaction. Here the police said to him, this is America. The police said, I don't have to ask your permission. We already got the phone records. The man said we already got the phone records. The whole printout, pages and pages of his conversation. This is in his interrogation, right? Pages and pages of his conversation. I was just seeing if if you wanted to give up some information before I actually tell you all the stuff that we know. So they went straight to it. Even in Medic case, Medic mom is still saying, how come they haven't gotten to the phone provider yet? A printout of her phone, phone business, who she did a text and delete, what was said in messages, all that other stuff. That's the first thing you do when people go missing. Because most people today, they live with their phones. And how Medic mom described her is a girl will keep her phone like this. She go sleep with it. She wake up, she dip on it. As she wake up, she fall asleep on it. So a person like that phone would not just leave them and they're out carefree without their phone. That's the kind of person who, if they're going out, they're like, oh damn, I have to turn back and forget my phone. Phone always there with them. So for the fact that she's missing, go check the data on the phone. This lady is clearing her name though. And she's doing it in a way that can be proven. Her whereabouts can be proven. But here, what? This is Jamaica. People have links. People get dash. I'm not saying she has links and she dash for anybody. I'm just saying things work mysteriously. right? And yeah, but she said she just found out. She just found out about this woman and the baby just now, like everybody else. So this isn't a case of Philip knew all along and said to his spouse or his partner all along, hey, I messed up, I have a child on the side, blah, blah, blah. And they've been working it out behind the scenes. She knew nothing of it. They've been getting threats. They've been getting pornographic materials sent to their child's device. They've turned over all their information to the FBI and others, according to her in this article, right? And other U.S. authorities, they've turned over all the information to and have been working with since May. It's through all this that she learned. Somebody sent her a message, say, this person have a picnic by your man, too. And she reach out to the person. She confront Philip first. He admits it. Then she reach out to the person saying, once DNA test prove it's his, we'll make sure that baby is financially well taken care of. And then she disappeared. But I'm saying she was fine up until you found out that she existed. So that's where it looks spooky. You get it? That's where it looks spooky. I don't know, Rasta. I don't know. This looked very fishy. And according to news broke this morning out of Jamaica, credible news source, she's still not home yet, or she still has not returned. So I don't know which vlogger or blogger or where social media site is telling you she's back home and she's safe. It says here she hasn't returned. She's still missing. Vicky says she run gone like Gladys Knight and the Pips. For what? Too flighty man. You don't find that funny? You don't find it funny, say all along the woman was fine. And then when mistress find out, say you exist, you disappear. Yes, live through Erica TV. This one is yet to be determined. Yo, this a big soap opera, this, Rascalot boy. Pardon my language this morning, but Phillip Paulwell in the realms of social and political circle. Phillip Paulwell's wife holds a significant presence. Her unwavering support of her husband is widely acknowledged. And this is why you must vet your sources, because somebody took this from an article that was printed in December of 2011 and actually posted it in 2023, March, that he's still married, and he's been married since 2000. That's why I did say, unless he got divorced somewhere along the line, but the audience are going to keep me on track. Abduction fears. And this one is yesterday. Member of Parliament for Kingston Eastern and Port Royal, Phillip Paulwell, has confirmed reports reaching Jamaica Observer that his 10-month-old child and her mother have been missing since Saturday. Paulwell said the two, whose names are being withheld by the Sunday Observer, were seemingly abducted from their St. Andrew home and have not been seen or heard from since. He said that this is scary, and this comes at a time when I have been threatened by scammers. This is Phillip Paulwell speaking now. He said, this is scary, and this comes at a time when I have been threatened by scammers who have hacked my phone and my banking data and are demanding money to release them. I have made it clear that I will not give in to extortionists, but this is a serious and dangerous development. The matter has been reported to the police, and I have given a full statement. I have also increased my security measures. I am worried sick over their safety, and I hope the police who have launched a high-level investigation will find the abductors and get them both home and safe and sound. Philip said. Phillips, who sits on the opposition People's National Party benches in Parliament, said, last week, Paulwell told the Observer that he found out that his bank account had been hacked and that a substantial amount of money was withdrawn after he attempted to make a withdrawal at a local financial institution himself. He said checks with other financial institutions at which he holds accounts showed that attempts had also been made there to hack his other accounts as well. Paulwell was later contacted and told that his phone had been cloned and that they had access to his email, to all his pictures, to all his personal and professional messages. He said that the extortionist threatened to make public the information, including correspondence with his clients, unless he deposited 150,000 US dollars to an account which was provided. This is something that should be easy if the FBI is on this to track this, because unless that account can't exist. He said the extortionist threatened to make public the information, including correspondence with his clients, unless he deposited 150,000 US dollars into an account which they sent him. That don't make no sense. According to Paul, some Duns criminal them here. According to Paulwell, the extortion demands have been reported to local and international investigators who have now launched a probe. He told the Observer that the international investigators traced the account to which he was asked to pay the money into to the United Kingdom. And they shut it down. And in it was a sum of 600,000 US dollars. So they traced it and found it. Here ya. Them trace the account to the United Kingdom. And the account had $600,000 in it. This is the account that the person sent him and said he must deposit the money into before them release all our personal information to the public. Him say him not release none of personal information. He will not bow to these extortionists. He turns over the information, including the bank account, to the authorities, local and international authorities, like his partner said. Remember, from them 3-letter word people that get into it, You're talking about a high-ranking politician, a diplomat. They're going to get right into it. Oh, yo, Mr. Bram say who do it a win. But that's a twist to the story. The account actually exists. Put the money in that account and me return your wife tomorrow. And you go, so FBI, look on this. FBI trace and said they're in the UK. This account actually does exist. It has 600,000 US dollars in it. So I wonder who else them are extort and this is their deposit account for all their extortion. Why? Well, the veteran MP said that he refused to pay, and last Sunday he received reports from political and personal colleagues that they had sent email with images which were on his phone. Paulwell said that despite the threats, he has no intentions of giving in to the demands of these scammers. He might go make law enforcement work this out. Here what? We're gonna left the one here right here, so. This rabbit hole gets deeper. Honestly, man, as much as we are into the details of this and it's all salacious, the bottom line is a child and a woman are missing and they have not been returned safely. And there's a whole lot of threats going on around this, which could imply that death or, a murder, something like that, go on. I'm just hoping that they actually make it back home safe. And we give me all this saucy information, but make them make it back home safe. That poor little baby didn't deserve all that. But I don't know if you ever watch Shatters, the movie. And one time my boy they get killed. When him said to him, he said, "Boy, I could have anybody do it still, because him was a shatter." That means him did have enemies in many different places. So it could be anything going, any card play, and anybody do it. Now, if I account there England and them draw you away at Jamaica, what does that tell you? Just like the family that just got wiped out, the mother, father, son, and the mother did pregnant, a Spanish town over there, so they're saying that that order came from the US, right? Ja. Anyway, moving right along. Let's talk about Andre and theme saga with with his partner. I say his partner as in his work partner, Wayne. Let me shoot the elephant in the room. When I saw the Andre stuff, I said, you know, first of all, let me say this again, my disclaimer, because some people are very sensitive and start get technical. Me not in a nobody business as far as what your sexual preference is, right? Jamaica seems to love him because he does very well. I don't know if you ever tune into one of Andre live. We have 1,800 people here, and that's like a milestone for us. I think Andre live be commanding 6, 7, 8,000 people on his live, maybe even more, right? I don't tune in because I'm always busy doing my own thing. I've spoken to him before, and it was cordial. It wasn't no, you know, but the presumption is that he's gay, right? Okay. And the presumption is that, yo, the other day I'm smiling, my lip just split. I was severely dehydrated. So y'all see me keep messing with my lip is because that. But anyhow, I'm a real person. Anyhow, the presumption is that he's gay. The presumption is that him and Wayne did that together. But of course, he says they wasn't, or they was. I don't know. I don't know if that's of importance. What I know is I've seen madness unfolding. Andre left a very emotional message, which first him say, Wayne, please come back. I mean, I said to myself, say, no man not really talk to them brethren like that still. You know, please come back, and I miss you and I need you and all these things. See? And then somebody said it earlier. I think he's going through mental issues because he trashed his own room, mash up his own room and all this. Me don't know if that's what he's going through. I don't know if he was the one that mashed up his own room, but I saw the pictures. I saw the video on social media and the room mash up. Right? But he also left a long message about, so I don't know if them did a fight in the room and them mash up the room, or him mash up the room like that. Daily #1 deals, big up yourself. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. Let me see if this is it. No, this is not it. This was actually a video I was going to speak on about my Jamaican women and how to instigate and go and instigate and push button till man kill you. When you need to actually just take for yourself. But okay. I don't know if it looks like he took it down because it's no longer there. I don't see the video anymore. So it looked like Andrea does some cleaning up. Anyway, Mr. Dr. Love put a video out, said things are and the tide is changing in Jamaica, and don't be surprised if Andre becomes Jamaica's next prime minister. Me not think that would ever happen. I don't think Andre could be Jamaica's next prime minister. And I know he's gonna look at this and say, if me doubt him, his greatness or whatever. And it's not that. It's not that. It's that. So, in order to become prime minister, you have to be somewhat squeaky clean, kind of thing. Yeah, and there are powers that be and entities that actually do control this. Let's not get this twisted, right? Behind the scenes, entities do control this. So, wherever him and we have the money thing, the man say apparently 3-point-something million Jamaican dollars was stolen off his money and all these things. And we use him and him this and him that, and even the voice note, him sending a message to him, has been deleted. I don't see it. So I guess he's trying to clean up. But anyhow, this is what me have to say about that. Because I don't want to go too deep enough for them thing, right? This is what I have to say about that. The people who envy you the most I want you to listen to this. This I want a bigger message outside of them. I'm not going to pretend to know the details of their relationship, and I'm not going to make this about that. What I learned from listening to those, him say, you know, I wish I had the message to play it for you, but maybe y'all can go over to his site and hear it. There's something about you come as a black cat. Well, me I go transform in a black cat too. And, you know, we ended there say he is God himself and God of himself. And I swim, me ride wave and me swim deep into the ocean and no man can control me and no boy can say this and that to me. And, you know, them kind of back and forth there. Honestly, for me, it seemed like it was a lover's quarrel and then break up. That's what it looked like to me. But hey, to each his own. Him done with social. Him now come back on YouTube again until something, and him now come back. Hey, the people are calling for you to come back. Them want you back. They're entertained by you. Them love what y'all going with. I couldn't speak of the negative without the positive. I saw back to school something where him do that Andre did. And it was done with his own money, which I'm learning 10,000 US dollars of his own money, right? And he said it should have been him do the maths wrong because he put 150 students instead of 100. It should have been 100. That way everybody would have get an equal amount of whatever. But each child going back to school got all kinds of something, not just pen and paper and book and pencil. Them get the whole shabang plus 100 US dollars each, right? I thought that was mighty big of him, you know. So let's speak about more on that part. That's a big move. Now, because we have enough entertainer who are make way more money than Andre, who is not giving away stuff like that. Shout out to Popcorn. Popcorn just did his too, and I think him say like, you know, I see him whole heap of money them put into it. But more people could do the same thing. Cause we have to help out with self and help out with community, right? But at the end of the day, what I learned is this: the person closest to you, nobody is gonna hurt you or deceive you or disrespect you the most than the person who is closest to you. If you want to look for who is jealous of you the most, look inside of your circle. And it came to me this morning in a breakdown. Let me give you an example. People look at me, right? They say SouFLo. Them like, yo, SouFLo, they're on social media from when them have how many followers, this, that, and the other subscribers, blah, blah. They see like money go up on the birthday as a gift. They're like, he gets that all the time. Them do a calculation in their own mind. Them in their own mind, convinced now, a foreign him live to, you know, yo, that youth there's a millionaire in the US. Not go sign up, but that's what they think. Now their perception is just that, but they're strangers and they don't have access to my inside information, so they will never know. The person who has access to your inside information now, whether it be your business partner, and now I'm speaking of them, and Andre and this brother, whether it be your business partner or your bed partner, bed buddy, or you know, platonic relationship or whatever, if they have access to your inside information, is only somebody that comes into my house and is close to me that knows is gonna be able to be like life. You might not think anything of it. Close to you can watch you earn. When close to you starts to watch you earn, close to you can say, I'm not going with much, and not happen for me yet. But when it blows up and it starts to happen, and them checks start coming, close to you still has access. Now, what happens, and I've witnessed this, what happens is a lot of people that are close to somebody who is being successful, they start to get jealous. And some people might say this is natural, like this is human nature, because we're competitive beings to be jealous. But some people really jealous. Your partner who you're sharing bed with, who might not be married, or even your spouse who you're married to, could be looking at you like they're jealous as hell. They're envious. Yes, Vicky, they're envious of your accomplishments. They're envious of who you've become. They're envious of your potential to even go further. They're envious of the fact that them can't slow you down. They're envious of the fact that, you know what I'm saying? So and you will even find people within your circle there that may I talk about people where you feed, I'm talking about people that you spend with, I'm talking about people that you use your hard-earned money and care for, These same people will low-key sabotage you while cheering you on up front. So is that family members, lovers, your lover can be that one. In a lot of cases, is that. In a lot of cases, it's that. Because that's who you share certain information with. People outside don't know. Them can only assume. And they leave it at that. They don't give it too much mind power because they only assume it. And they themselves know they're assuming. But you see the person who can verify it and say, Ross Clark, that's true. No, me see the account for real. They have money. So how come every time I ask him for sitting for $10, he might go and like say, him not have no money. You know? Me see the money, me know say him have money. A stranger gonna ask you, give me a $10 now. Me can cry broke to and say, yo, brother, tell you the truth, me can give you $2. Me broke. I want $10 me have for me. You know, I not even eat it for the day. Then they could go away and say, boy, me meet SouFLo already, and broke to, But it's the person that's closest to you. So when we talk about these talks about watch your circle and watch who you wife up or husband up and watch who you hug up with and lay down with and watch who you call friend and lover and bestie and huzzy and all them sweet name there. Those are the people you watch. No surprise, this is how Andre's story goes. First, I saw the video. He was literally begging for this man to come back. Now, me don't know if it gave me that vibe like when a woman would have beg a man to come back to her, or a man would have beg a woman who gone to come back. That's the vibe it gave me. But I'm not saying that that's what it is, right? And he was admitting in writing how he was wrong and him shouldn't do this and him did act this kind of way and all kind of something. And me, I say, oh, what this? But me scroll past. Me say, you know what? Let me save this and see if nothing else happened later. And then later, more happened. And I was like, oh. Then me see Dr. Love show up with the money thief, and don't be surprised if him become the next prime minister, all this, talking sideways and all these things. And then, of course, Andre starts to thrash him. First him begging to come back. Like the fox, where I reach for the grape and can't catch it. And the fox said, boy, them grape, they look sweet, no one want. Jump up. Damn, grape them too high. Can't catch the grape. Sour grape. Them grape, they sour, it looks sour anyway. Yeah, but they were looking sweet before. Your mouth run water before, All me I tell everybody, say, including him, is guard up yourself, man. Guard up yourself. I mean, I talk about no Obia, man. Obia, I understand that they are in a different type of spirituality, which I'm not into. But guard up yourself in a way where you're careful who you share certain information with. It's sad. We live in that kind of world now where husband can't even tell him wife everything. She start plotting against him. Wife can't even tell her husband everything. Like it's a crazy world to live in today. But that's how it go. Right? Pamela Brown says, true word, the person closest to you are the ones who hurt you the most. Yes, and because they are the ones you care about the most. If a stranger does what the person closest to you do to you, who are you? You don't pay no bills in my house. I don't care about you. Your opinion really means zero, nothing. I didn't even hear you actually. Person closest to you says the same things. It cuts like a sharp razor blade, like a brand new blade. You know what I mean? And again, what Bob Marley did say, only your friends know your secret. So only he can reveal it. Remember who the cap fit? Who that cap fit? Let them wear it. Yeah, that part. Adwan Goodman says, my boy, they're talking not too much parables. Me just say what me have to say, so I don't know about the parables. I don't know about no parables, but on the part of Andre being the next prime minister, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. But on that note, also, you gotta look at it like this. He's the biggest thing out of Jamaica right now on social media. He is. Whether you like it or not, he is. Now, back to the video of Bobby Lights being in Jamaica on the raft. Back to my claim that Jamaica has completely changed, and this whole idea of what Jamaica was and certain things that we don't condone, accept, or get involved in, or tolerate, or blah, blah, blah. That time is gone. That time is gone. Your biggest social media stars who are supported heavily by the people. Yeah. Whatever way you want to describe them are that. So let's kill the narrative that Jamaica is this old homophobic place and people are afraid, and nobody know the Andre nothing. And I'm sure he doesn't walk around with a team of security. And I've seen him. He's out there. He's on the front line, actually. Because when Donnelly Donaldson, they go missing him, they're out there on the front line. I've seen him at other marches and other social events out there on the front line just by himself. Ain't nobody doing him nothing. And there are many more like him in Jamaica, right? But for the people who do this, like me see him do this, and I've seen his rise, you have to be careful who you actually keep around you and close to you. All right? That's how I say. Akmar says he walks by himself. Yeah, he does. Ain't nobody bothering him. Ain't nobody bothering gay people like that in Jamaica anyways anymore. That time has gone. That time has gone. It's a different day. It's a new day. So all of them want to talk and say is a new day, right? And some people have got to fall up and cry and deal with it if it hurt them that bad. But that's what it is. It's a new day. Far as I know, Wayne is the producer, right? On the show. But people are implying that it was more than that. It was more than that. Because I've seen picture posted before. This is my Wayne. Let me introduce y'all to my Wayne. And then, people were like sending up hearts. Oh, Andre, we're so happy for you. All this other thing. We all look good together. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Me don't know the personal details. I know that the people that are closest to you are the people who you need to watch. And if anybody are going to be jealous of you with a genuine jealousy, it's going to be the people that are closest to you. That part. With that said, though, we're going to leave it right there for the day. I wanted to speak about the girl who got hit with the brick from Texas and went viral on social media. And, her whole thing was black men don't protect black women. And there were these bunch of black men that were standing around while I got hit in my face with a brick because I didn't give a man my number. There's actually a story out where they proved that she didn't get hit with no brick. She pulled this thing off before. This is her third time pulling this off. And they found 3 accounts, GoFundMe accounts that were linked to her. One from 3 years ago, one from last year, or 3 years ago, one from last year, and one from this year. First attempt she did, she made $10,000 on the GoFundMe. Second attempt she did, she made 20 or 15. This recent attempt, look what they did to my face. Look what they did to my face. She made 40-something thousand on her GoFundMe. And it was all done under the guise of throwing black men under the bus. So, I'm going to close like this, right? I see black women, I don't know when we got split up, but I want every black woman to know this. Your struggle has never been separated from ours. We have the same damn struggle. We the same people. We need each other, right? So when you championing and talking about black love and black family and this, we need each other. So you can't be out here just dismissing each other. Oh, if you don't make at least 100,000 US a year, he ain't worth shit. And if his dick don't hang down to his knees, he can't talk to me in a male voice. He got to lower his tone. And all this abusive stuff towards each other. You know what I'm saying? And then you jump out and want us to protect you when you're getting slapped in the face with a brick in the streets if it's for true. Kings protect queens. I said that before. Now, it's crazy to me to see women want strange men to risk their lives to protect them. I'm not risking my life to protect you. I'm sorry, but I'm not. I got kids that I got to come home to that depend on me. My children, if I risk my life to protect you, right? I run up and somebody spin around and just shoot me in my face. Bow! The only thing you're going to do is put me on a t-shirt. You might not even do that. You would just go on about your life. You won't remember that my children are hungry or they need food. You won't remember that. And we'll set up the GoFundMe, and the first thing you would jump on there and say is, oh, now he got to set up a GoFundMe to take care of his kids. I thought he was making all that money on social media. What happened? How come you don't have no money? You know what I'm saying? So we holding out. We holding out. So ain't nobody running up to protect you. The men have their own stuff going on. My mama need my protection. My wife need my protection. You're not my wife. I heard one sister said it the best yesterday. She said, put yourself, you go around flexing up with all this masculine energy, right? Which is preventing you from getting a husband. And therefore you don't have the covering of a husband. So when stuff happens to you, now you're talking about, and none of these men did nothing to help me. All these men stood around and none of them did nothing. Put yourself under the covering. Become your divine feminine. Flex in your divine feminine. Put yourself under the covering of a king, and then you will be protected. She was like, my husband, he ain't risking his life killing himself to protect you, girl. We have 3 kids at home, and I need his protection. Right. So when he dive in and get killed, you don't remember us. Exactly. But the scam that this young lady pulled off, and to show you how fast she was able to pull that money in, actually shows you the climate that's there. Jill Scott did a live show the other day, and Jill said, you see it? You see it? You see how love no longer exists? You see it? You see how everybody is a bitch and a hoe? You see it? You see how every ninja is untrustworthy and not worth it? You see it? It's an agenda, and the agenda has been fulfilled. And now we're at each other. None of these girls ain't worthy. That's how we're flexing now. None of these women ain't worthy. They're flexing the same way. All these men are the same. None of them ain't worthy. That's somebody else's narrative, though, that they got us running with. Because there are still a lot of us out here that are worthy, that are willing to commit, that's willing to do the work. We just need a partner that has the same mind frame. You understand? All right. And with that said, I'm not acting like no wife I'm not acting like no wife for no man that don't put no ring on it. Let me leave y'all with this morning, sisters. You not acting like no wife for no man that didn't put a ring on it. How he's gonna know that you're wife material? Your duty is to show him that you are that. Let's not talk about how he has to be a husband while he's a boyfriend in order to be considered a good boyfriend. But let's not talk about that, right? You want him to change the tires, you want him to pay the car notes, you want him help with the bills, you want him. I'm not being with no man who can't help me with my bills if I'm in need and all that, right? You want him to do all that. That's husband stuff. But I'm not being no damn wife to no man or who ain't put no ring on it. Destroying yourself. Destroying yourself. Let me tell you this. A ring doesn't change who you are. So if you're a very masculine, aggressive, boogie yaga, tegareg kind of woman, you'll always be that until you consciously decide to change that about yourself. So that man putting a ring on your finger is never going to change that that's who you are. He's just going to go into a marriage that's going to be tumultuous and it's going to end in divorce, right? And that's probably why he never put a ring on it, because he knows. So the soft feminine woman who flexes in her divine femininity, she does that. And she's under the covering of a man because he knows, ring or no ring, that's who she is. I don't have to put a ring on you for you to be a woman. Beautiful, soft, loving, nurturing. All the stuff that comes with a woman. A ring doesn't change that. Just like how you running to marry that man will not stop the fact that he wild and he loves multiple women and he'll never be only yours. He's a serial cheater. So he's always going to be cheating even after he walks you down the aisle and says, I do. You got it? Ring don't change nothing. End of the day, messages, we need each other. That's that. On my birthday, I say happy birthday to me. I thank God for taking me around the sun one more time, or around the earth one more time, however you want to call it. I thank God for me being here, healthy and strong, and still able to speak and engage. And all my children are healthy and strong. My daughter said, Daddy, what do you want for your birthday? I said, nothing. I have everything already. Everything. I don't need anything. I might want some stuff, but I don't need anything. And that is to be in a position of being truly blessed in life. Yes? With that said, manners and respect to each and every one of you. Everybody that gave a donation for my birthday, I appreciate you greatly. I thank you beyond measures. You know, I'm not the kind to come out with my hands out unless I'm trying to use it to help somebody else or something like that. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate you being here every day, just being here and engaging the content. I hope that baby is found with the mom and returned safe. Andre, fix up your thing because you got something great going and don't ruin it. All right. It could spiral into something even bigger. When one man don't stop no show. I mean, I don't call nobody no monkey, but one man don't stop no show. You figure it out and you get back into your thing and you keep it moving. Right. Shout out to the people who celebrate the birthday today like I do. Happy birthday back to you as well. All right. I love y'all from a genuine place, man. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Tracy, I thank you. I'll catch y'all tomorrow morning right here. God spare my life. I'm out. Peace.